Hey everybody, so it is July and Yojo June is over, so I wanted to do my last bit of a follow-up on this thing, and I want to jump right in with the Haslab project, the His Tank. So I think whether you love the project or you're not super happy with it, wherever you fall, I feel like we have to admit it's a big win for Hasbro and the G.I. Joe team. I followed that Rancor project. I followed that Oh my God. I followed that Rancor project last year, and you know, the comparison, if I were to compare these two, fill in the blank. I'm also looking at the Reva lightsaber project on Hasbro Pulse. I'm not backing that. Who is? There you go. So I don't want to get all into it in this video, but they did their job. They succeeded in getting this thing backed, and maybe we'll make another video later talking more about thoughts about that. So just a little bit more about this before I go on to the next bit. I've seen people talking about the price online. I would say that it's at the top of my limit for what I would pay for something like this, but I'm okay with it. I'm all in. I back the thing. I'm only in it for one. I saw plenty of people out there talking about being in it for multiples, and I think that's cool. I think it would be dope to have a whole row of his tanks on my shelf, but I don't really see a shelf for that, and I just don't see myself paying $300 more than once for a tank. But if you got it, you got it. More power to you. I'm happy for you. All right, so I do think it's worth the price, though. Like I said, the top of my limit. I think it has lots of features, updated details for a classified tank. The working lights, I think, are awesome. Opening hatch, ladders, all this cool stuff. I've heard mixed thoughts about the tiers so far, but they've actually met my expectations at this point. At the time of recording this, the His Tank is almost to that 12,000 backers to unlock Tier 2. I think it will unlock all Tier 4s by the time this thing wraps up. I think it's a good chance that one of the tiers will include blast effects. Really, I'm basing that on Lenny's pausing towards the end of their broadcast to point out that there will be holes in the guns for blast effects. So to me, it makes sense that they would probably include those as a tier. And though I said in a previous video, and others have also said online, that one of the tiers could be a Cobra Commander, I think it's a less likely outcome. I would be happy to see a Cobra Commander as an unlock, but I think it's more likely to be something for the His Tank to tow, possibly a missile system or something like that. Really, I wouldn't expect it to be an ASP, but I think that is something we might see in the line down the road. All right, moving on. So if you've seen my video at the beginning of June, you already know that I was expecting to see some things that didn't come to be, and that's fine because I didn't expect to get it all right anyway. And that said, and aside from any specific releases, I totally expected to see a bit more in the last live stream. I was happy with the His Tank, and we do have plenty that we're still waiting for, plenty on pre-order, and a good bit of things still to go up for pre-order. But I thought it was weird that they ended without even announcing the two down the road no image figures. I also was expecting some kind of payoff to Lenny's comment in an earlier stream about giving Sergeant Slaughter someone to punch. I was expecting a Dreadnought. Others thought it might be in reference to Serpentor or Nemesis Enforcer. I wasn't expecting it to be nobody, though. Later, I learned that the two down-the-line announcements are Ripper and a new version of Firefly. So was Lenny possibly referencing the 2023 announcements for the somebody for Sarge to punch? Either way, we're getting more Dreadnoughts, so I'm happy about that. And be it might be a while. And I also think it's safe that we will see a Serpentor sooner or later. In other news, I haven't seen any movement with any of my pre-orders, but I hear some other folks are getting their Spirit, Storm Shadow, and Crocmaster figures. Maybe we'll see some movement on the Target exclusives soon too. We'll probably see a lot of these pre-orders from last year going through between now and SDCC. If the plan is to hold off on putting any more pre-orders up until the old ones are fulfilled, I'm with that. All right, everybody. That'll be it for now. Until next time.